I guess you're conversant with the word discipline a lot. Yes, I'm about to shock you that you have been using discipline in a very wrong way. There's a difference between discipline and punishment. In today's video, you're going to be learning exactly all that discipline intends to achieve in your child's life. And you will find out if you have been using the word loosely, wrongly, or if you have been using it for the right purpose. Keep watching and stay tuned. Discipline, what comes into your mind? Actually, discipline is from the root word disciple. Yes, so to disciple is to teach. And we know as Christians that our foremost discipler was Christ Jesus. As a teacher, he showed the way, he lived the way, and he literally modeled the way to his people. So as a parent, if you must discipline your child, you must be ready to show the way, teach the way, and at all times keep emphasizing the consequences. So many a times we discipline children and we feel like they should know what they should do when you have not literally taught them the right things, or you have not spelled out the rules and the expectations in a given environment. Now, what exactly is discipline and what is discipline not? Because I hear a lot of people use the word discipline and punishment interchangeably. Punishment focuses on the wrongdoing, and it goes ahead to keep punishing for the things that you have done wrong. Punishment does not empower a child. It just causes pain. Is a form of vengeance, and that is not punishment. Only produces the negative R's of bad discipline, which is rebellion, resentment, revenge, and retreat. So when children feel that you have meted a punishment that they don't even understand why this punishment came in the first place, they tend to rebel your instructions next time, in the sense that they try to do those things but make sure that they don't get caught. You have only ended up raising hypocrites, which is not the intention. You might have children trying to plot a revenge. You might have your children withdraw from you, which is retreat, and they will never tell you anything again, and you don't want to lose that very fundamental connection with your children. You might have children that are planning a comeback at you, and you wouldn't even know how. Or you might have resentment growing in the child's heart. And this is exactly what we don't want to achieve as parents. We don't want that constant power struggle between the mom and the child, or the dad and the child. But when you talk about positive discipline that empowers a child, it first of all focuses on connecting with your child. So you must connect with your child. Your child must feel loved. You must come to your child from a place of understanding, that you understand that your child, has no bad intentions. But of course, he's human and will always fall into errors. So I just want this particular part to sink in, that there are no bad children, only bad behaviors. So we must stop labeling our children bad, because when we have that mindset that our children are bad, it will trigger the anger in us and cause us to begin to exhibit all of the negative forms of discipline. And that is not what we want to achieve. So you may be asking, Uchechi, then how can I apply positive, discipline? First of all, like I said, the foundation is connecting with your child, and it's important that you start early. Get to know what triggers your child, get to know what makes your child excited, get involved in their life. Don't just be that parent that provides for them their daily needs and their, supplies what they need to thrive, but then you're not there with them. You don't know what is happening in their personal life. You don't understand how they go through school, and you are really disconnected. All you do is dish out instructions, and when the child fails, you snap at them, or you instantly throw the rod at them, right? But that's not the kind of parent you want. You want to first of all achieve that connection part, which is hugely fundamental. And you can achieve this by planning a one-on-one time with each of your children. So for parents with multiple children, Have a one-on-one interaction with your children. Know each child for who they are. Don't just be that general parent that deals, everybody come and eat, everybody let's talk, everybody let's play, but have that one-on-one with your child. Know your child for who he or she is. Every child is unique. Every child has a different personality, and every child has, what makes them tick. Understand that uniqueness of your child. When a child feels connected, then a child would not willingly want to step on your toes. But know that the child is human, and he might not even have the right skills to be able to live above that seeming misbehavior. So it's important that you sit down with your child as they grow older. Sit down with them and make the rules, so that they know that they are part of the rules and they're also part of the consequences. So let them also bring in their ideas. So these are the rules. What do we do for anyone that breaks the rule? When the child feels he or she is part of the rule making process, they will take more responsibility for their actions, knowing fully well that we figured out this consequences, so I wouldn't want to be a scapegoat. Now, number 2, especially for very young children, use distraction method. So you're going to a mall and you notice that this particular aisle, if you go through it, it's going to trigger your child, because there are some things that your child might want to get and you're not ready for that. Why don't you first of all distract your child from using that aisle? Distract your child. Don't go through that aisle, so that you don't have yourself struggling with power with your child. Take another aisle. Or if you notice siblings beginning to drag or struggle for a particular toy, take the toy away from them, so that it does not trigger offense. You want to use calm consequences, when drafting out your rules. Consequences that you can follow through, because you don't want to be a parent that says you will do something and you never follow through. What you end up achieving is confused children that don't even know what you stand for. So if you say you're going to do a particular thing for a particular misbehavior, then stand on your word and follow through to the very end. Now, exactly, praise the positive, because you are not going to get your child doing the wrong all the time. There are moments your child is going to be nice. There are moments your child is going to want to impress you. There are moments your child is going to be so excited to do all the loving things. So plan to catch your child doing right. And when your child does, don't ignore it. Don't look away, because you're not going to ignore the misbehavior, right? So praise the positives. It's very important that your child knows that these are the things that makes you tick. Many a times when children love us, they want to do those things that make us happy. So when you have children that are constantly, filled up in their love tank, you would have less problematic children. You will have less children that stress the hell out of you. Sorry for my language, but I'm sure you get the point. Thank you so much, and do have a beautiful, beautiful, amazing journey as a parent.